Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
No, I'm the best. Hello, everyone. We're live.
Hello.
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 How's everyone doing?
I'm doing well.
How
about you, Eric?
I'm spectacular, Jake.
That's great.
Hey, Jake. This
What?
is the first show we've had you on in this new year.
Oh.
So happy New Year.
Oh, thanks.
I hope your holidays were fruitful and eventless, and
They were pow-poo fruitful.
I want to quickly talk about that thing that you did over the holidays because it was
Yeah.
pretty great.
It
Yeah.
was pretty great.
I've been lazy and I need to work on things for it. But yeah, I streamed Kingdom Hearts.
You sure did.
I played
You raised
all of Kingdom
full
Hearts
monthly.
1 and most of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Nice.
I finished Sora's part of Chain of Memories. There's the coolest thing about Chain of Memories that they pulled a Pokemon Gold and Silver. Is what they did. So you know how in Pokemon Gold Silver you would play through the whole Johto region story, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, Kanto's here also,"
Spoilers.
and they told, okay, for a 25-year-old game, okay.
Spoilers.
I'm also about to spoil an 18-year-old game. You ready?
Do it.
When you get to the end of Chain of Memories, you see the credits. You get like the end of game screen, right? Like you died this many times. Here's your total play time. Here's how many times you healed yourself, like stuff like that. And then it takes you back to the title screen, but the title screen, instead of an image of Sora, they always do like Sora, like watercolor art on the title screen. But instead of Sora, it's Riku, and you're like, what is happening? And then they replace the Chain of Memories logo, and it just says Rebirth. And you hit new game, and then it says, which character would you like to play? Sora or Riku?
Ooh.
And then if you pick Riku, you get to play the second half of Chain of Memories.
You know, I gotta say, that
That's
doesn't
cool.
sound like what about the people who are like, ah, sweet, I finished the game, hit the credits, power.
No. Kingdom Hearts story is difficulty is hard mode. It's not. No. You gotta play it. You should investigate. You should. It brings you back to the title screen.
Only if you watch the entire 14-minute
credits?
Credits. Who watches credits?
You can, even if you don't, it still puts you on the title screen.
You know what, Jake? I have to say, this is kind of funny because I think if I hadn't brought this up, this might have been our first ever games show where there was no chance you weren't gonna bring up Kingdom Hearts anywhere else.
No, never. Kingdom Hearts, omnipresent. But it was cool because it blew everybody's mind on stream. Everybody who was like invested in the story, their minds were just completely blown, and that was really cool. But that wasn't the most important thing that I did on that stream. I streamed for 2 weeks straight in benefit of Extra Life for Kids, which is
Awesome.
a charity that is video game focused that gives to pediatric hospitals all over the U.S. and Canada.
Awesome.
And what's cool is you get to pick a hospital. I picked a local one here in Austin. Because Lord knows Texas ain't providing their health care, so figured I'd help them out.
That's fair.
And I set an initial goal of $1,000, very modest goal. That was my only. Like if I made that, I would have felt good about myself. I had like a pie in the sky goal of like, man, wouldn't it be sick if I made $2,500? We finished it out at $2,555.
That's fantastic.
Well
Well done, Jake.
Yeah, it was super cool. I plan on doing that yearly.
Good.
But I'm also planning on streaming Kingdom Hearts regularly. So,
Very cool.
yeah, right, Mazer? Seriously. Everybody watches the credits.
I absolutely
Get out of
do.
here.
Unless you give me something interesting to do in the credits, like in Super Smash Bros, where you
man.
like shoot the credits.
In
man.
Kingdom Hearts,
Oh.
they do like little epilogue scenes.
Okay, no, as long as you do, if you do that, I'm in.
Yeah.
There's a couple games where I've watched the credits just because the game has affected me so much. Notably, The Last of Us 2.
Yep.
I just sort
Also,
of
the
sat
music
there,
in
stared at
in
the
those credits is
screen.
really good. But yeah, so that's what I did over my holiday break.
All right, should we introduce anyone new to what this show is all about, Jake?
Sure. So this show that you're watching, hello everybody, is called the Unnamed Game Show. It's called that because we wanted to make a show about video games and we didn't know what to call it, so it is permanently now the Unnamed Game Show.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And yeah, you're welcome. That's the tagline. You're welcome.
He's
And
stolen from Moana.
yeah, also a day to remember. So we talk about video games. All video games are on the table to be discussed, except for two of them. Those two are Star Citizen and Squadron 42. In case people in the chat are not aware, I work at Cloud Imperium Games. And at this point, it's less that I can't. It's more that I
You
don't
do it
want
all
to.
day, every day. Yeah.
This is your little bit of Star Citizen free sanity.
Yeah. I'm in the verse 8 hours a day.
I maintain
Yeah, 5
though,
days a week.
someday we will have you on a Saturday show to
Oh.
actually talk with you.
Oh,
Someday.
I took my boss's words on this very show seriously. He's not gonna I'm not gonna let him off the hook for that.
Oh no, you
Nope.
can't. He said that you could
Don't
do
let him
it.
off the hook then.
But so here's the thing. This show, I will go on first. But I will go on every show.
Yes. As it should be.
Yeah. So, but that being said, we three do love Star Citizen very, very much.
Mhm.
However, we play other video games,
Oh yeah.
as there are many, and they are quite
And-
good.
That leads in beautifully to our first segment.
Yes. Our first segment, otherwise known as Segmentin Zero.
Yeah.
What you playing?
I am playing nothing.
Nothing.
No, I after I mean we kind of went over Kingdom Hearts a little bit.
It's true, we
but I spent the rest of my break reading Star Wars books.
Yeah, I can see that. That's quite the picture on Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't read all of those.
Yeah,
I read
yeah,
one
sure.
and a half of those.
Awesome.
I
That's
miss
awesome.
reading books.
Yeah. Highly recommend all of the High Republic novels. If you don't know where to start,
Good to know.
I'm putting it in the chat.
I'm
It's called Light of the Jedi by Charles
Parker?
Soule.
It is. You're right, Parker. It is really nice to get the Kingdom Hearts reference done right at the beginning. Now we can just forget about it the rest of the show.
Y'all think I'm done.
Oh no!
You ain't seen nothing yet.
What? No,
All right.
we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts by Microsoft as well.
Game Pass.
Listen, I'd be cool with it. Yeah.
Eric?
So if you just real quick, because I'm now like nipple deep in the High Republic, and it is some of the best Star Wars I've ever consumed.
Which nipple?
And-
The lower one or the higher one?
Wait. That's a trick question. I'm onto your games. But it's really good. It's a story about the Jedi, but there's no Sith,
Ooh,
That's good.
interesting.
and that's cool.
You know, that
Yeah.
actually makes me think of, strangely enough, because it's been stuck in my head for a while, in Kanto. In that, I know
You can't talk about anything else right now.
I can't, but there's no like traditional villain. In almost every single other Disney film, there is a villain. There's Uzma or the Evil Queen, like whatever. There's always a villain. In Enchanted,
There's not one in Frozen 2.
True.
There's not
Oh, there's one-
technically one in Moana.
There's they've done a
Tafiti is
lot
in-
better with that.
or not
They've really
Tafiti,
got away from the classical villains in their most recent films.
I
'Cause there are
like
a
it.
lot better. There are a lot better topics to undertake than this person's evil.
Mhm.
You know.
It's great. I love it. I like there not being like a classic, oh, I am evil bad. Because then you have to try and explain the bad person. And so often the bad person explanations are like, yes, I wanted to kill half of everything. What's that going to solve? I hate Thanos. His like comic book like explanation was so much better than the movies.
I'm sorry, what?
He was in love with death and he thought that death would notice him if he
Yeah.
killed more people. That's way better.
He killed half the universe because he was down bad, dude.
Yes, that's better.
Terrible.
That is
Terrible.
as bad as it is better than he killed half the universe because he wanted to solve overpopulation, question mark. It's so bad. It's the universe. It's infinite. Anyway,
Oh man.
Eric,
Get out. David confirmed to have the worst takes on the internet.
Eric, what are you playing?
So, I got a PlayStation 5 finally on
Yes.
December 24th, right before Christmas. So, my first undertaking with my PS5 was kind of unexpected for me, but I was poking around the store and I decided I wanted to play Uncharted because I had never played Uncharted before, ever, and so I went on to Discord and I said, "Hey Jake, how should I consume Uncharted? Like, what's the best tack to take here?" And he said, the first game, you can just watch a summary video on YouTube of the story, and then jump into number 2. And
Yeah.
I did exactly that.
The
Um,
first one suffers from being a PlayStation 3 launch title.
Play it on easy if you have to, but the gameplay is not.
Yeah. Also, suddenly zombies.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Great games though.
Yeah,
Like,
it was yeah. So I jumped into Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was a good game. I quite liked it. It is very hard.
It's very hard.
It's very
Easy.
hard. I got through it on normal. I died 149 times, I think. In Uncharted 2.
yeah.
Helicopters are giant sons of bitches. That's all I have to say. Fighting an Apache on foot is not great.
It's not the smartest
No.
idea. Yeah.
No.
So, but no, I really enjoyed Uncharted 2. It was fun. Uncharted 3, I liked more, and I'm not sure if that's a common,
No.
opinion, but
Definitely
I actually liked Uncharted 3 quite a bit more. And yeah, I liked there were some really cool puzzles in Uncharted 3. I had fun with it.
Have you started 4 yet?
No, and there's a very specific reason for that. I was going to start 4.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The PS5 uplift of Uncharted 4 comes out in 4 days.
Yeah. Might as well wait.
Yep.
And
Wait.
so I decided. So there's 2 things that I did to prepare for this. First of all, I went and looked to see when the PS5 version's coming out. But secondly, they're like, hey, this game's $50 US at launch, or if you already own a version of the PS4 Uncharted 4, it's $10. So I'm like, so I went and looked at how much Uncharted 4 was to just go buy, and it was $20 Canadian. And I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
that's a better deal. So
Yep.
I went and grabbed a copy of Uncharted 4, so
4
that I
is
can
so
upgrade
good.
it to,
Um,
so that I can upgrade it to the PS5 version.
Uncharted 4 is definitely the best one.
Yep.
And it is written by good Sir Neil Druckmann.
And
Excellent.
the funny thing is, and this is kind of just something that made me laugh, is Uncharted 2's graphics, even remastered, are mediocre at best. Not a huge shocker. It's not a new game.
Yeah.
Uncharted 3 takes like a moderate step forward in graphics. And Uncharted 4, I don't know what happened, but like, I don't know if they just like, I don't know. They switch engines? Did they like pay their people more? I don't know, but it's way better looking than the previous 2 games.
So they developed a new, or maybe even just updated their old engine for The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And
was-
Then Uncharted 4 benefited.
and then Uncharted 4 was made using the same engine.
That's
Last
that
of
makes-
I replayed Last of Us 1 recently, and it still looks.
It's real
Well,
good.
It
the
looks
remastered
good.
version is just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep.
Looks great. So yeah, I'm really like, excited for Uncharted 4.
You should
I'm
finish
only-
Horizon.
I am. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Good.
I'm
You're
actually-
running out of time.
You know what you know what I was doing, because Horizon is not an easy game either.
No.
And I am also near the end of the game. So what did I do? I basically went back into the game and I'm like, I need to teach myself how to kill robot dinosaurs again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. And so I just went around trying to actually get good at the game again.
I kind
that's where
of
I'm
wish
at, you know.
games had that option of like in the main menu there was a replay tutorial. Just the tutorial, just like I haven't played this game in 6 months. Remind me how to play, please.
You know what the option should be called in the menu? I need to get good again. That should be what
I
it's
like
called.
that. I don't know what to do about Uncharted because the first one is absolutely spectacular, and I'm sure that the second one is going to be as well. And I've got $150 in PlayStation Store credits sitting waiting to buy it.
Which game?
Forbidden West.
Oh, you said Uncharted.
You said Uncharted.
Sorry,
was
I meant
confused.
Horizon. But
Oh, okay.
but Elden Ring comes out like the same, like 1 week away from it.
Yeah, Horizon gets priority for me.
I haven't decided which gets priority for me yet. I'm
Elden,
still
Elden Ring is
question mark.
unknown. Is an
Yeah, you know
unknown quantity.
Horizon's going to be awesome.
Elden
Yeah.
Ring isn't unknown. It's friggin' Dark Souls.
Yeah, but it's the first time they've ever made an open world game.
It's true. That's
So,
true.
So
I'm taking time off for Horizon specifically so I can beat it quickly.
yeah,
I might actually have to take some time off. If I don't take time off, they pay out my time, but then I have to pay taxes on the time that, like, on the money that they pay me out.
Yeah.
So I might just take the time. That would give me time for. Okay.
cool.
Done.
Cool.
Sold.
Beyond that, I'm not sure if I talked about this, but I did finish the campaign for Age of Empires 4.
Nice.
I'm done, and that is a game where if they wanted to, and I don't know if they will, but if they wanted to, they could easily add new single player campaigns to it, and it would fit beautifully. And I would love to see them do that.
I really hope they
because
do.
There's already 4,
Yeah.
and I would love to see some more. There are other cultures in the multiplayer or in the even in the single player, but not in the campaign, that they already have in the game. It would be really cool if they gave them campaigns as well.
Agreed.
And because the single player campaigns in that game are fucking spectacular. So yeah. Anyway, David, what have you been playing?
Before I cover what I've been playing, I've got a question for people in chat. What have you all been playing? I want to know. I've been playing quite a bit. I'm going to try and run through this as quickly as possible. A lot of NHL 22 and Deep Rock Galactic. I dipped my toes into Destiny 2 again, and once again have dipped my toes out of Destiny 2. I cannot. I was reading an article and they were like, Destiny 2 is finally good again. It's really good to play, and this is the best time to play it. And I was like, okay, I'll try. And I don't even think it was the game itself. I think it was the performance. I kept having problems on ultra wide that like the screens would like split in half and switch sides. And if I alt tabbed,
That is an extreme issue.
I have no idea. If I alt tabbed, the game would crash. Like just so many problems. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
That makes Star Citizen bugs look pedestrian.
Hey Tipitarius, how's it going? How are you liking the verbals? How are they feeling? I got at Christmas a Quest 2. Picked up a whole bunch. Resident Evil 4 in VR is fantastic. The Walking Dead game is phenomenal. But I picked up a like an exercise app, Supernatural. It's a subscription thing, but it's really, really good. It's a workout. I've actually been working out and feeling like I've been working out. Like it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I finished the Tiny Tina's one-shot Dragon Keep that was a DLC that was unleashed for Borderlands 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But they released it as a standalone. I played through that, finished it, loved it. Makes me really want Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's like if it was Borderlands, but actually funny instead of just really dumb poop jokes all the time. I started playing Superland, which is like a first-person Metroidvania from a couple years ago. You're like a really, really tiny dude, and you have to go through and kill stuff and solve puzzles, and it's really good. Apparently, it just had a sequel that came out, but the first one's good.
Nice.
And I've been playing a couple things on the Switch. I've been playing Story of Seasons: Pioneers of Olive Town.
That is a long title.
Really long title. It's a Harvest Moon, but with 3D graphics instead of 2D.
Really?
But it's really good. There's so bloody much to it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's been good. And I've been playing some Metroid Dread. Now
I still haven't played it.
I want to talk about Metroid Dread because I think I have given up on Metroid Dread.
Okay.
I liked a lot of the concept. I like a lot of how it works. The controls are awful. It is.
That's not good.
It's not responsive in a lot of ways. A lot of the ways that have to do with the platforming aspects of like double jumping and jumping off walls and stuff. Like it's just not. It doesn't feel crisp and responsive, which is annoying. But the biggest problem is the EMMIs, or the giant robots that just track you down and kill you in one hit.
Mm-hmm.
In that there's entire sections of the game where you have to run through these areas where these are the only enemy, and all they do is chase you down. But it's just like they catch you and you're dead. They catch you and you're dead. They catch you and you're dead. It's not easy to avoid them. It's not easy to get away. And it's just like I'm sitting there and I've died 14 times in a row because I can't get past this one thing. It's just like it's not. I don't know. It's made me fed up. Honestly, it's an unfun mechanic in the game, in my opinion, which is really disappointing. Because I love Metroids and Metroidvanias, but I think I've fallen out of love with Metroid Dread.
That sucks.
Nothing wrong with StarCraft, Parker. We're gonna talk about some StarCraft in a second, probably.
Relevant.
Very, very relevant. Holy crap. Okay, let's quickly do the accurately named. Sorry, let me find it. The accurately named segment 2. One game you want. Jake, starting with you. I'm gonna get another beer.
Whatever the next Kingdom Hearts game is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll
Snuck
tell you why
another
in a
Kingdom
second.
Hearts reference in there, hey?
I'll tell you why in a second. What about you, Eric?
Possibly relevant to the next point. I'm going to call out. I would like Microsoft's World of Warcraft 2.
Yep. I agree. They should shut it down.
Shut it down. Make a new one, please.
They should shut it down because now they have the capital
Yep.
Yep. To make the second one.
with an immense amount of freedom and no Activision pressure. Anyway, we're going to talk about that in a second.
Yep.
David.
I want a game called Forever Skies. I've just put in a link to it. It's on Steam. It looks like a sort of Subnautica type. It's like steam powered airships in a apocalyptic future where you're scavenging from skyscrapers. Looks really cool.
This is reminiscent of a certain section of The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah.
Yes, it is actually.
This
But
looks cool.
it
actually.
looks really cool. I saw it and I was like,
neat.
I want this game.
All right.
I'm
Oh
gonna
shit!
wishlist that
No,
game.
hang on. There's really important. There's one other game that I've been playing that I forgot about and haven't ever talked about because it was in the period while we were off. I need to find it because it is the craziest freaking game I've ever played. High Fleet. Okay, let me.
How high do you have to be?
Look, this game is absolutely nuts. I don't even know how to explain. It's like FTL in that there's like ship management and stuff, but you build your own ships. Also, your ships are 100-meter mechs, and the combat is like you're flying your ship and shooting other ships from it in like a 2D almost like asteroids thing. You absolutely can get nuked, Mazer. Look at this game. It's like I've got it. I own it. It's so hard and so
That looks really cool.
it's really, really cool. Really cool. Also, Parker,
Okay,
have
okay,
fun
I gotta-
with packing up. Hope
I
everything.
gotta call this out.
Yeah, what's that?
High Fleet is published by Microprose Software.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
They still exist?
I guess so.
Wow. That is.
I'm surprised.
They have 8 games on Steam.
Wow.
Brand Revival 2019 to present.
Yeah,
It
they're
was
back.
purchased and revived.
Amazing.
Wild.
Microprose is like super classic PC gaming.
Yeah.
Like
I own many Microprose games.
yeah. They made some amazing games.
Anyway,
wow,
High Fleet.
like Civilization.
Seriously look into it because it will steal your life. It is so tactical and so insane and so weird and hard and like it's nuts. It's genuinely nuts. I don't know that I've played anything as insane as it in a long time, to be honest.
That's cool. I will definitely check it out.
Okay, now where are we?
News.
Right, it's on to sorry, 1 second. It's on to the Thorth segment. Hey, look, guys, news. Hey,
All
Jake,
right.
Jake,
We all know why we're here.
Hey, hang on. You haven't heard the Thorth in a while, have you? Did you miss?
Yeah.
Did you
No,
miss?
I did
the,
not.
Damn it!
No, I did not. All right. So, guys,
Yeah.
I have a piece of news. It's
Okay,
very
what is it?
important. It's extremely important.
You're looking it up. Jake, you know
Post my
better.
link.
You know better.
Fix Nightbot.
Ugh, can we just get rid of Nightbot?
I mean, you can.
I can't even post your link. Eric, can you post his link?
Just permit me. Exclamation point permit my name.
I'm
Space
working
my
on
name.
I got
I'm
it.
working
I got
on
it.
it.
I got it.
You're permitted.
Everybody. 2022 marks a significant milestone in history, and that is the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts. And in April, Square Enix is hosting an event celebrating the 20th anniversary with a mini concert, a chat, and a Q&A with the development team, an exhibition, and much more.
Wonder what they're exhibitioning.
A new game, because they have nothing on the docket, and that's typically not like them. I would also, Square Enix, please release the ending of Union Cross Dark Road, please.
Kingdom Hearts 14.8.3759 COVID-421 Potato Artemis 4.
Guys, I need you to know something right now. I need you to know something. So you know how everybody, when Disney bought Star Wars and Marvel, they were like, "Oh, when Star Wars and Marvel gonna be in Kingdom Hearts?" And up until Kingdom Hearts 3, I would have said never. Kingdom Hearts 3 happened, and now it could happen. Like 100%, they could do it, and it would work.
And it would be great.
Because there's no way they could do it in the established Kingdom Hearts lore, but they have taken a hard left turn at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. And now is the time. However, the rumor has it it's instead of Disney, they're actually just going to do like Final Fantasy worlds, which I would be super okay with.
That'd be neat.
That would be really cool.
You know what I would really like?
Like imagine an Ivalice world
Hear me out.
or a Xanarkand world.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that this is actually owned by them.
Indiana Jones.
It is. No.
Every-
I mean,
everything's
that would be
open up.
good, but hear me out. Hear me out. A Die Hard world.
No. Mazer D, I want this as well. More than anything.
Well, how is there not one? Honestly?
Why is there no Keyblade?
That seems look, there's a
I want a
friggin'
Keyblade glam.
isn't there like a friggin' Pizza Hut crossover? How's there not a Kingdom Hearts crossover?
And any of the outfits from Kingdom Hearts 3. Give me those.
Big shoes.
I want my tall bunny girl to wear Kyrie's dress.
Do you know what big shoes means?
Big socks.
We don't know.
They do have big feet.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah. They do have
All
big
right.
feet.
We managed to make it 36 minutes.
Okay.
But anyway, that was the most important news of today. Was
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary
Yeah.
coming in April.
Wait, no, I've got one more. Actually. So I guess it was like last week or this week. I don't even know when it was. God of War released on Steam
Yeah, that was last Friday.
and it
Pretty cool.
is the top rated and most played Sony game on Steam.
It's a real good port. One of the
Nice.
best.
That's good.
And I was reading some articles that were saying that like there's a lot of talk of a lot more Sony games coming.
I think they're gonna lean on it pretty heavy.
Yeah.
They made a
They have
bunch
a
of money.
huge
Dude.
library. They have a huge library they can push over.
I want to play. Give me fully ray traced. The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes, please.
4K
On PC.
on PC.
Yes.
God.
And I will happily play that game again. I think
you'd
on my
probably
live
happily
stream.
play that game again regardless.
So I've thought about it. I've thought about the longevity of my stream because like basically I'm just using it as a vehicle to show people why I love Kingdom Hearts. But what happens when I finish Kingdom Hearts? You know,
Yeah.
You started again.
there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts games, but what happens when I'm done? And I just realized I'm just gonna play all the games that I like especially love.
Mhm.
So like I'll play
Yeah.
both Last of Us games. I'll play the Mass Effect trilogy. I'll play BioShock 1 and 2 and Infinite.
So
Stuff like that.
no, you know what? I want to do something before we hit the end of the news. I want to switch segments here for
You
a
mean
second.
before we hit the start of the news?
Cuphead. Cuphead, the television show, coming soon. To
Oh yeah,
Netflix.
that's true. That's nuts, but also really cool.
pretty good.
I want to switch for a second here to the Shilgment.
Game. Are we talking about Game Pass?
Yeah, I want to
Are we
start.
going to talk about Game Pass before we talk about everything else?
Yes, I want to start for a second by switching over to this segment not sponsored by Game Pass, though it should be, otherwise known as the Shilgment, which is the segment in which we run through the games that, as of today, are coming out or have come out in this month. So, January's Game Pass games, as of today: Gorogoa, Olija, The Pedestrian, Ember,
Allegiance is real good.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition,
Nice.
so good, Outer Wilds, phenomenal, Spelunky 2, The Anacrusis, which looks really cool, Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc Anniversary Edition.
That's Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3.
And then that's all come out up to now. In 2 days, we get... Oh, and Nobody Saves the World was out today as well. In 2 days, we get...
I've heard very good things about that game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's on Game Pass?
It's on Game Pass.
Oh my god.
Right?
I haven't even opened Game Pass. All right.
You can't go a day without opening Game Pass is the problem.
Where...
It's right there in new.
There it is. Found it. This game, Nobody Saves the World, is by Drinkbox Studios, the developers of Guacamelee.
Oh, really? Ooh. Yeah, that's a good prestige. Anyway, in 2 days, we get Death's Door,
Yep.
the Hitman Trilogy,
Okay.
1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
freaking huge. Paparazzi, which is a game where you go around and take pictures of puppies.
Hell yeah.
Can it get any
When does
better?
that come out?
The 20th, 2 days. Thursday.
Oh my god.
Right? Rainbow Six Siege and Rainbow Six Extraction are both hitting on the 20th. As is Windjammers 2. And then Taiko no Tatsujin, The Drum Master, on 27th.
I never
And
played Windjammers 2. The 1st
I'm-
one was excellent.
Gonna take us now back. That's what's come this month in Game Pass. I'm gonna take us now back to...
Let's talk about what's coming to Game Pass in about a year.
All right. So, when I woke up this morning, the first headline I read was, you know what?
Wait, when you woke up this morning, how many Discord messages were there?
There were, I knew something had happened because I went and looked at my Discord and there were 46 messages in our friends chat. And I'm like, okay, what's going on at like 6 a.m.? What's going on here?
So I have an even better story of how I discovered this. So
Yeah.
I woke up super early for no reason this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I woke up at like 6:45. So I got up, took a shower, made some coffee, and I sat down scrolling through Twitter, and I got to the top of my Twitter. It's about I'm not going to say it was about because I know the time because I'm looking at it. It was 7:18 in the morning. And I got to the top and it was a tweet by Jason Schreier. This was the only tweet that was up at this moment in time. Jason Schreier tweets, "The one day I go on vacation, ... I was like,
Oh, shit.
oh boy. What's happening? 1 minute later. I was like, whoa. I pulled down the feed to refresh it, and this tweet popped up. Jason Schreier tweets, breaking, all caps. The Wall Street Journal reports that Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard, the troubled publisher behind Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, which has been facing crisis over the last year following numerous reports of sexual misconduct and discrimination. A seismic gaming deal. And then
is what he sent to all of us.
5 minutes later, he quote tweets it and says, $70 billion.
69. Isn't it actually 69?
Yeah, it's 68.7.
Yeah.
Rounded to 69.
Nice.
Yep. Yep. That was that image in the chat is me.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Because I was freaking out and nobody I knew in my life was awake. And I was like,
Man,
come on.
I slept in this morning. I didn't wake up till like 8:40. I was like, oh man, Link is asleep. Everything's asleep. And then I start hearing the bing, 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 bing. I'm like, what? Shut up. Whoever you are, shut up. Life is peace and bliss right now. And fuck, I'll grab my phone.
Nope.
What? The
All right. Let me put it in perspective for you guys.
Wait. I'd like to say quickly, because I was typing really quickly on my phone this morning. What was that? All I kept saying, because my phone kept autocorrecting it, and I didn't have the time to go back, was holy fucking duck.
Yep. Over
Holy
and over again.
fucking duck.
Let me break down the absolutely gargantuan stack of cold hard cash that Phil Spencer just dropped on Activision Blizzard.
Sounds good.
$68.7 billion is 27 Minecrafts, 9 Bethesdas, 17 Marvels, 17 Star Warses, 2.6 LinkedIn's, 8 Skypes, the annual GDP of Luxembourg, and 687 million Xbox mini fridges.
It's a couple.
Can I have one?
No, apparently not.
No.
Nobody can.
I just posted something in the chat for you guys, but I don't know if either of you. I can't post it in Twitch if either of you can.
I can.
I can. Yeah, Eric, do it. Jake will be banned, but yeah.
This is the largest media acquisition of all time
Yeah.
By a lot. And it was
by
funny because
5 orders of magnitude.
Because their Bethesda deal had been a really big one, and then it was overridden a few days ago by Take-Two buying
Zynga.
And then Microsoft
For 12
was just
billion.
like, yeah, for 12 billion. And then Microsoft was just like,
Now-
but wait,
We do have to put this into perspective, because there is like
is there a way to put it into perspective?
No.
not the money, no, because it's a lot of money, but what they are getting for that
Half
money.
a Jeff Bezos.
It's what?
It's half a Jeff Bezos.
It is. But seriously, what they're getting for that money in the like Blizzard is some
In
of the,
raw IP, yes.
it is the one of the most storied developers, unless you're going to something like Microsoft or Sony, or sorry, Nintendo or Sony. Like Blizzard are one of the most storied developers in video games.
So my gut reaction to this was this is a little antitrusty.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it. Activision doesn't own Bungie anymore.
Yep.
So they don't have Destiny. So and Activision has essentially abandoned most of their properties at this point. The only active properties that they have
World of Warcraft
on the Activision side are Call of Duty and not even Crash Bandicoot. Really, they put out that game about 3 years ago.
Okay.
It's just Call of Duty on Activision. And isn't it like Candy
and Tony
Crush
Hawk.
or something? Oh,
And,
Eh,
and
yeah.
Tony Hawk also.
Oh yeah,
Tony Hawk was an Activision published game before they folded Vicarious Visions into Blizzard.
Yes.
And then on the Blizzard side, you obviously get World of Warcraft. You get Diablo and Overwatch 2, but those are the and Hearthstone, but those are the only active projects. There's no StarCraft game being made. There's no other games
we know of.
Sure, but they're not making a StarCraft game.
Hey, maybe Microsoft would be like, give them enough money to bring back StarCraft Ghost.
No,
You can't bring that back. You could make a game like StarCraft Ghost, but you couldn't. It was like a million years ago.
yeah. So I'm actually going back to Jason Schreier's Twitter because he had a really good point about this, and I agree with all of it. While monopolies are undoubtedly bad news for the video game industry at large, and I agree,
Yep.
this acquisition could have some positive effects on Blizzard, both culturally and strategically. Culturally is almost a given because the culture at Xbox Game Studios, from all reports, both public and private ones that I've received from my friends, is very, very good. So that's really good for Blizzard. But under Activision, and this is continuing Jason's tweet, under Activision, every game had to be $1 billion franchise with regular releases.
Yeah.
Under Xbox,
that's
that
bullshit.
will likely change.
The
Extremely likely.
problem with Call of Duty isn't that it's just a bland game that sucks. It's that they release it every single year, so you don't get time to innovate. Like games need time
Well,
to
and
innovate.
also people just don't. People eventually just get. They don't care anymore. They just get totally washed. Like no one has any time to get excited about a Call of Duty game. There's always a Call of Duty game. It's like they're everywhere.
I wish Call of Duty would just buckle down and go hard on Warzone. Like that should be the future of that franchise.
I wish they would like go hard on for get a hard on for Warzone for multiplayer and revert to smaller, more contained single player experiences where they can tell a story, because Call of Duties used to be really good at storytelling. Modern Warfare was a really, like, it was good.
Infinite Warfare was damn good.
Like they can do it. It's just they've given up to pump something else every year.
Did you guys play Infinite Warfare?
No, I didn't, because a new $70 Call of Duty comes out every year, and I gave up. I'm not buying a new $70 game every year.
You should play that game. Find some time.
I will when it hits Game Pass.
About yeah. Infinite War.
There's gonna be a day when we're gonna get a Game Pass update. And it's just gonna be Call of Duty, 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 Call of Duty.
Infinite Warfare is a far future Call of Duty game. It is two things. It is in my mind. Number one, it's the bar for Squadron 42.
Okay.
Number two, that game is just a prequel to The Expanse.
Awesome.
Okay.
They just made an Expanse prequel. It's the Cold War between Earth and Mars.
Oh, cool.
That is the game. Also, Jon Snow is in the game.
Ooh, nice.
He's very good, as he always is. He's real good in Eternals. I'm happy he's gonna be back. Eternals is on Disney Plus. Go watch it.
You know what else would be a prequel to The Expanse? Red Faction.
Yeah, that's an Activision game.
Is it?
I thought it was. Is it not?
I'm gonna look that up.
Red Faction.
Deep Silver.
THQ.
THQ. Hey, THQ's back. They should make one of those.
They should. They were good games.
But yeah, so and then the and what people fail to realize, they're like, oh, like, well, so what that whole thing was me saying I don't think it's that antitrusty because there's a lot of dead franchises in there, and the franchises that are there are not doing well. So,
And also, it only makes them the third largest games company in the world.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not number one. They're not even.
Nope.
They're not number one by a long shot. They're third.
yep.
That's not really.
I think
Antitrust.
overall, this is a net positive acquisition
The
for
way
the industry at large.
the way I was saying it earlier in one of the discords, and what I strongly believe is at the end of this deal, Bobby Kotick is gone.
He is gone. Okay.
He is,
People in
and
the chat,
yeah.
this has been confirmed by several sources. He is at Activision Blizzard through the end of his contract, which is March 2023. When that contract is over, he is gone.
And March 2023 is when the deal completes. The deal is not complete until March 23.
Yeah, it goes into effect the start of Microsoft's fiscal year 2023, which is April 1st.
April 1st. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
if
means
they get the regulatory approval and all that lovely stuff.
Yeah.
they
which
probably will.
is a bit more it's a bit more of an uphill battle this time than any other acquisitions previously. There's new regulations in the US that have changed the landscape of stuff like this recently. So I'm interested. I will be following this very closely.
I really, really hope they can do it, because at the end of the day, from my understanding of things, is working under Activision Blizzard for the last long time has been really, really shit for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And leadership was not going to do anything about that. And there's this little tiny part of me that wants to believe that all that reporting came out about Activision Blizzard, and Phil Spencer was like, how do we stop this? And someone in the meeting was like, well, we could buy them. And he was like, yeah, I like that. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's buy them.
He gave Bobby Kotick $70 billion to screw off.
Fuck off. And someone, I've heard people being like, how dare they give Bobby Kotick a parachute? And but you know what? Like, where are the consequences for Bobby Kotick? Guess what? Bobby Kotick is a rich as fuck white guy. There were never going to be any consequences for him.
No,
This
is the best possible outcome.
I would much rather the employees of that company be treated well than him be punished. If they have to be, if he's going to be punished at the expense of his employees, I don't give a shit about him being punished. I want the people that work there to have decent fucking jobs and be treated like fucking humans.
Exactly. And for gamers, like, the best thing that could possibly happen to the industry right now, in my opinion, is, well, I shouldn't say to the entire industry, but the best thing for a lot of gamers would be a revived Blizzard.
Well,
Blizzard was like king shit in PC gaming for a long time, and they have just been floundering for years, and they need help. So I'm hoping this works.
I think a lot of that is what we were talking about.
Mazer and Tipitaris nailed it.
Yes.
They nailed it. Mazer, that parachute has been there since the beginning, 100%.
Yep.
What?
No, it's.
You take too long to get to the point.
I was waiting for Eric to finish. No, I like Tip. You're saying that you want more StarCraft, and it's like, look, the reason there probably aren't more StarCraft is StarCraft didn't make enough money for Activision.
Nope.
Microsoft, to their absolute credit, do not seem to be caring about that nearly as much. Not everything needs to be $1 billion franchise for Microsoft to give it money.
They made Age of Empires 4, and it's awesome.
They're making
apparently-
Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
They apparently care about making.
They care not
Games
just
like
about
that.
the games have to make money, right?
Mhm.
No studio is going to support a game that loses money. It's not
No.
going to happen because that's not how the world works. But what doesn't have to happen is it doesn't have to make you $1 billion. If it makes enough, they will give more. So yeah, we might actually see more
Well,
StarCraft.
And that's changed even more in a post Game Pass world.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, will the game sell? That no longer matters. If you're adding it to Game Pass, you are adding value to that subscription model, and it completely like
StarCraft, it's
like
not
every
us.
time they add a new game to Game Pass, it becomes more valuable.
Well, and it's not even just that. So this is the interesting thing is people's wallets are finite.
Yep.
I look at a game like Unpacking and I'm like, "Oh man, that game looks so cute. I'm not going to buy it because my wallet is finite." I look at a game like Paparazzi and say, "That looks so cute. I'm not going to buy it because my wallet is finite." I look at a game like Age of Empires 4 and I say, "I would love it, but am I going to play it? Are my friends going to play it? I'm not going to buy it because my wallet is finite." The thing with Game Pass, I no longer
that
have
matters.
I no longer have to worry about my wallet being finite. I have to look at, "Oh, you know what? I've really wanted to try this game. I'm going to."
Yep.
It's a different equation for us and it's a different equation for them. Like Microsoft with 25 million Game Pass subscribers at $15 a month? What is that?
It's a lot. That's what it is.
Actually,
I have a question.
one second. What is that
I
actually?
know. While you were doing the math, I was gonna continue talking.
Yeah,
So-
I need help figuring out the millions. 250 with 6 zeros behind it is a million, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's 20. That's 250 million though, not 25 million.
Okay, yes. Sorry, you're right. So 25. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm really bad at
375.
math stuff. 3 billion. 3 point
No.
wait, no.
No.
375 million. 375
$375
million.
million dollars a month.
No. And that's not necessarily true either because that's assuming everybody has Game Pass Ultimate.
Sorry, I was going from Canadian. It's right. What's
You're assuming that everybody has Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass.
Yes.
When some people
Okay.
have Game Pass Ultimate and they make more money.
Yeah, but we're going with the least
Yeah.
The lowest
375 million Canadian a
per
month.
month. So 375, 123 times 12. That's $4.5 billion a year.
Yeah, that
Yep.
ain't bad.
And it's only gonna go up with this acquisition. It's gonna go up like this.
Well, and that's
they raised the floor by $1 billion annually because people often forget a little company that Activision Blizzard also owns called King.
Yep.
King makes a little game called Candy Crush.
Which
Yep.
is a license to print money.
It prints exactly $1 billion annually.
Yep. I have a question for you, Jake.
But
You are now Microsoft. You are freshly the owner of Activision Blizzard. Do you make World of Warcraft subscription go away? And if you have Game Pass, then you get World of Warcraft?
No.
no,
What you do is you
For
keep
both.
you keep the World of Warcraft subscription, but if you have Game Pass, you get it free.
No, that's
Yep.
what I mean. That's what I mean. If you
Keep-
have Game Pass,
keep the
does the
subscription.
subscription fee go away?
Yes.
You don't think so? Okay.
no.
Why not?
They have always given people the choice. Xbox Live Gold still exists, for example.
No, but what I mean is, so my question is, if you have Game Pass already,
Yeah.
will they give you World of Warcraft? Like, will you be able to play it without a
You-
subscription?
I think you will get all of the expansions for yes. If you have Game Pass, yes, 100%. I think they'll make it a part of Game Pass Ultimate.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I think that it's old enough now, and it can be such a huge draw, and not only for such a huge draw for Game Pass, but also such a huge draw to bring people back into World of Warcraft. I think it could be a huge win for them.
There's a reason I don't play World of Warcraft or pretty much any other MMO. It's that I don't want to pay the monthly subscription. Now, if World of Warcraft was bundled with the PC Game Pass that I already buy for myself and Cass and Mac, well, maybe I would play World of Warcraft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, if I didn't have to pay the monthly fee, I would be much more likely to jump in and out of World of Warcraft.
Don't do
I know-
it right now.
Oh no,
It's
I'm
not good right now.
Well, I have a year until.
No, but even then, I wouldn't do it.
No.
No. Listen,
good.
listen.
World of Warcraft is dead. It's like you
Listen.
were saying, it's World of Warcraft 2.
Listen, did you know that the critically
Did you
acclaimed
know that-
MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime?
Now you know.
Sign up and enjoy Eorzea today.
Wow.
That's
That's quite the message.
They're,
Okay.
they are
it's
actually
a copy pasta.
they are actually reopening new accounts soon, so you can buy the game again soon.
It's a copy pasta.
Yes.
Yeah, they next week it goes back on sale.
So
So
I'm guessing
Diablo
4.
4.
4, I'm guessing, does not launch then until after this acquisition is complete.
I don't think it was going to anyway.
It wasn't planned.
I don't think it was going to anyway. I really don't think it's going to now. Microsoft's going to want
Yeah.
that to be their banner.
Yeah.
What if Diablo 4 is ready in time for the acquisition to finalize, and then they're just like Game Pass day one?
They're going to.
Game Pass Day 1.
Yep.
They're like, hey, deal's done. April, it's the weekend. Let's go.
D4, here we go. They're absolutely going to. Like it's
Overwatch 2, day one.
Yep.
I
And,
wonder if they could rebuild the entirety of the Game Pass store on the Blizzard launcher.
why?
Because it's
Yeah. Oh my God, April 1st is a Friday.
I.
April Fools, Diablo 4.
Why? Because their launcher is better than the Game Pass launcher.
Yeah.
Their launcher is
Well, now
better.
they own the source code.
This is very.
They
true.
will. The Microsoft launcher does need some work, but I don't know. This is just like I've spent the last probably 2-ish years trying to persuade a group of friends that I have that Game Pass is a good thing, and they finally.
How?
Jake.
At this point,
Jake?
you're just. Oh.
Jake. I know. I also have the same question, but I've been working on it. I've got like one of them is like, okay, yeah, I'm subscribed to Game Pass, period. Another 2 of them are like, when my $1 trial runs out, we'll see if I resubscribe. I don't know. And another one is like,
Hey.
no, I absolutely refuse. I will not subscribe to Game Pass. Still hasn't.
Hey,
But
David.
it's like, yeah.
David.
Yeah.
I want you to do me a favor. These friends,
Yeah.
I want you in just a sec to clip this, and I want you
I-
to send it to them.
I literally don't know how to clip.
You click on the clip button.
I don't
There's a
have
clip button.
in the Streamlabs desktop thing that I've got here. I don't know how to do that. I can't. So someone else has to clip
You
it
just
for me.
go to the.
I will
you
do it
just
for
go
you.
to the stream.
Eric's
I
gonna
will
clip
do
it
it
for me.
Hey. David's friends, listen to me. Do you like video games? Do you like playing video games when they come out? Like, and if you don't, is it the money that stops you? What if anytime a major release by Microsoft, comes out, you didn't have to pay anything because you were already paying a subscription. For $15, you get access to about 25 new games. But you're probably going to like some of them. You might like all of them. You might like none of them. But then the next month, there's more. They just keep coming. Constantly. Forever. What's wrong with you? Do you not like fun? What's wrong with you? Do you enjoy spending more money? Why wouldn't you spend less money? That's all. Have a great day.
I love it.
The friend of mine that has refused to buy Game Pass. Oh no, Sargareth, I'm sorry. Don't worry. I think Eric
Is it
clipped
Vince?
the whole. No, it's not Vince. Vince doesn't
Does
play
he have
games.
Game Pass?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't play games anymore
Oh,
at all.
what a goober.
I know, but he's doing good, so I don't fault him.
He
The
also
friend.
did me a huge solid recently. So
Oh yeah.
thank you, Vince.
That doesn't- he could be doing fine. That does not make him not a goober.
He is a goober, but he's also a fantastic human and always will be.
But goober.
The friend of mine that refuses to buy Game Pass actually recently bought Back for Blood, like paid the full $70 for it.
Oh,
And we have and oh no, it gets better. We have not played it since. Not even once.
so for the price of that $70 that he just spent, he could have gotten almost 5 months of Game Pass, and he would have had access
Hundreds
I
of
know.
games.
to Back for Blood
And yes, Back for Blood and hundreds of other
and
games.
also 250 other video games.
I know.
Oh god. Wow, that's impressive. So
He's by the way, he's the same one that won't Fork, what is it that he won't sign up for because he's worried that China will get all his information? It's not Discord because he's on that.
Oh, well, I got news for him. Is it the Epic
Anyway.
Game Store?
Yes, it is the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, bro, you're worried about a company that's owned 40% by Tencent, but you're going to use Discord, which is 100%
time.
owned by Tencent?
All the time. Anyway,
What is his argument when you tell him this?
I've stopped. I've given up. There is a point at
Can
which
you? All right, hey, friend.
oh god.
100 is more than 40. Did you know that?
Anyway, I have some questions for both of you. I want votes here. Okay.
Okay. Go. Wait, while you're asking those, everyone in chat, I want to know what you all think of the Microsoft merger. Just while Eric is asking his questions, like, what do you guys think? I want more opinions, as I know what we all think. What do you guys think? Go ahead, Eric. Sorry.
So, I want you to cast your minds forward 10 years.
Okay.
Whew.
And I want you to give me a probability that in 10 years you will look back at this deal and say that Microsoft was successful in refurbishing the image and reputation of Activision and Blizzard Studios.
Almost 100%.
Yep.
Like 99.99999%.
I like that.
I am also like I in my opinion, even if this fails, like even if Blizzard, like I can't. No, there's no way that Blizzard games stop being good. Call of Duty will always be sold. I hope they slow it down so that the games are better, but it's going to continue being sold, and people will always buy Call of Duties. I still know, like, I worked for years in a video game store, and there were hundreds of people that would come into this store twice a year. They bought the latest NHL, and they bought the latest Call of Duty. That's it. Call of Duty will always, like, people are going to continue buying it, period.
It's a license.
Man,
It is.
Imagine the only food you consume in your life is grilled cheese.
Jake, I know. I know.
Like, grilled cheese is good.
I know.
I'm not harping on grilled cheese.
I'm just
that
saying
would make it
there's
old.
I'm just saying there's money there. Right? There's money in Call of Duty. Diablo,
Yeah.
I've been looking at Diablo 4. Diablo 4 actually shows a lot
looks
of promise. Like a lot of promise. And then a revamped World of Warcraft, like World of Warcraft 2, literally World of Warcraft 2, some better Overwatch, a revamp of some of their older stuff, Vicarious Visions.
World of Warcraft 2 is probably not going to happen anytime soon.
No, not soon,
talking
but we're
like
talking 10 years. 10 years?
10.
Possible.
No,
Hey,
possible.
They could do it in a they could do it in
Hey.
a decade.
I'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. My name is Jake. I work at Cloud Imperium Games, and we're currently trying to build a massively multiplayer online video game.
Mhm.
It's hard.
Yep. Sure is.
Takes a long time.
Yeah, it does take a long time. I think that a Microsoft-powered Blizzard could do it in under a decade.
Hard
Especially-
maybe on that one.
Especially given that they already have World of Warcraft to build off of.
So I want to paint you guys my ideal scenario.
Okay. I want to
My
see
ideal
I wanna
scenario-
know exactly what you think would be perfect here.
Blizzard becomes Riot.
Explain.
Riot is now a multimedia giant. We're talking video games in multiple genres.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We're talking
Imagine if the
expanded
Warcraft movies were
universe.
good.
The Warcraft movie is good. Don't be hating. You don't know anything about Warcraft, therefore you didn't like it. The people who do know about Warcraft
Jake
really enjoyed it.
Jake, I'm sorry. I know a lot about Warcraft. Carry on.
Hey, you two stop interrupting each other. Go.
Yeah.
Jake.
All right. So
David, go.
David's here. It's right there. I want them to expand Warcraft, and by extension all of their other IP is extremely valuable, and it's being squandered right now on
Extremely.
a 15-year-old game that hasn't changed a whole lot in that 15 years.
Yep.
And it's fine. Riot is the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But they've evolved.
League of Legends has been around for
Ever.
10 years.
Yeah.
But now they have The Ruined King just came out. Arcane. Watch Arcane. Everybody in the chat,
Arcane's huge, man.
just go watch Arcane.
I wanted to point out. Go ahead.
Here, can you permit me again?
Yep.
Guess what Riot's doing right now?
Hiring for an MMO. Employees did CIG have when the Kickstarter ended?
12.
8.
It's 12.
Was it 12 or 8? I thought it was
It's
8.
12. It's 12.
Who did you lose?
Oh, you're back.
You're
Did I
back now.
did I
You're-
disappear?
You're dropping
You
out for
dropped-
like
You
3 or 4
dropped
seconds
out
there.
of Discord and you dropped frames on the stream, but all is well.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you're
weird.
back now.
I never lost you guys. Sorry. The first 3-ish years of CIG were building the studios.
Yeah.
right?
Getting everything set up.
Getting everything set up. Blizzard doesn't have to deal with that shit. They're set up. I think
Well,
they could.
I don't think you have to convince us that it will take them less time to make a new MMO.
It'll still take them a lot of time, but I think they could do one in a decade. The point that I was trying to make originally, though, is I don't care if they do. I seriously don't care. Even if they don't manage a new World of Warcraft 2, even if they don't do a whole bunch of stuff, even their baseline is good enough that, in my opinion, Microsoft has made the right decision here. But I think the more important decision is how many employees are there at Activision Blizzard.
15,000, I think.
I very much think that no matter what happens with the games continuing on, I'm sure they're going to be good. That's great. I think the most important thing to come out of this deal, honestly, is getting Kotick out of there. The chance for change at Activision Blizzard, and not change that is hampered by a fucking jackass at the helm.
Yeah.
I care,
absolutely.
like, I want... Yeah.
But I think we've covered that angle, though. Like, I
No,
think
but-
everyone's covered that angle.
But that
That's
to
the
me,
angle,
that to me is a
you know.
success after 10 years. I don't care about the games as much as I care of these people having
Well-
decent jobs and being treated like humans in 10 years. What I would love to see, and I know it's not going to happen because it'll never happen, but I would actually love to see a union created for Microsoft Games employees.
That'd be cool.
Like,
I'd like that.
I want there to be change in the video game industry where that pushes the idea that we stop treating women in video games like, I don't know, crap. Like crap. I want us to be better, and I think it's hard for us to be better when the people at the top have no interest in it. And I know that Microsoft have done a lot of bad things in the past, but I've seen what they're doing.
Almost all of them, and I want to say this. I need to drill it into people's minds. 99% of those things that people reference are either not the Xbox teams,
Yeah.
or if they were, they predate Phil Spencer.
I really, really respect what Phil Spencer has been doing in the gaming side of things, and I want to prioritize. There are a couple things I care about more than video games, but there's one like worldwide thing that I care more about video games, which is climate change. And right now, Microsoft are actually one of the best companies in the world when it comes to fighting climate change. I absolutely respect for them for that. They are doing great things when it comes to environmental responsibility, and they are doing great things when it comes to video games. And that makes me really happy. I'm really happy for this deal. And I'm really happy for the people working under... Hopefully, if this goes through, I will be really, really happy for the people working under Activision Blizzard. And I hope this continues. I hope that Phil Spencer doesn't leave. I hope that he stays at Microsoft forever, and then they clone him.
He'll never leave. He'll
And they-
never leave. He will be there until he retires.
Good.
Um,
And I hope that he handpicks his replacement. Someone
Yeah,
that
I'm sure he
also
will.
cares. Because the thing about video games, and it's something that we have seen, like us sitting from the outside looking in, have been able to see for years, is that video games do so much better and are so much better when the people at the top of the companies that are making them also care about video games.
dude, Phil Spencer on his Twitter will just tweet about games that he's playing.
I know.
He's just like, yo, I've been playing this thing. It's rad.
I know.
It's on Game Pass. Go check it out.
But that's what matters. The fact that he likes video
And
games.
he'll just be playing, and he'll just use the Xbox Share
Also,
thing and just post screenshots. He's just like, check this out.
Also,
Look at this
Jake-
thing.
Jake, where's that screenshot you posted earlier of their board of directors?
Oh yeah.
Because holy
Oh
shit.
yeah. It's on the announcement.
Eric's going to post this in a second, but this is significant. When you look at this board of directors, less than half of the board of directors of Microsoft Video Gaming are white men.
Less than half are men, period.
That's so fucking good.
Yep.
How like there's so many other perspectives and so many other ideas, and I'm so excited by the idea that the decisions aren't being made by a bunch of me sitting up there with way too much money. They're being made by other people with way too much money, but at least it's not me's. You do not.
No, you do not.
You do not.
Do you? Well, actually, let me clarify. Do you plan on using the cloud features? Like, do you want to stream? Do you want to play the game on the cloud either through a web browser or on your phone? Will you ever do that?
If not, then you don't need Ultimate.
Correct.
Ultimate is only useful if you have an Xbox console or you want to play cloud. The cloud stuff is actually pretty good. I played Fable 2 on the cloud, but just go with standard.
Skip it. All you need is PC Game Pass then.
Yep.
$10 American.
Thank you, Eric.
There's the image. But yeah, that's the leadership team for Xbox.
Can I just say I love Sarah Bond so much. She spearheaded ID at Xbox, which was an initiative to raise the tide for indie developers.
Yep.
And largely successful.
Can I also say this is something that I've seen getting a lot of hate on the internet lately, because people are horrible. I'm really appreciative of all of them giving their pronouns. I think that matters and it's important.
Oh yeah, put them in your bios, man.
Yep.
It costs you nothing.
There's a guy in the leadership named Matt Booty. So you gotta respect Matt Booty. You gotta respect the Booty.
Dude.
So,
not quite as much as I respect Bowser.
Matt Booty's the head of Xbox Game Studios.
Yeah, totally.
He's the guy who probably made this all happen today.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So I want
my pronouns are simple. They are he, him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am at this point fairly old, so I will default to referring to people by the pronouns that I assume. It's a problem. I'm not even going to say I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. But if someone corrects me, I absolutely respect that, and I will do my very best to refer to them by their pronouns that they want.
Here's the easiest thing to do. And it's what I have done. It was a far easier change than like even having the conversation. Asking what they are is obviously the most polite thing, but I just default to they and them. It's neutral. It covers everybody. And when you use that for anyone who would be sensitive about which pronouns to use, it tells them that you are willing to use whatever they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
and
like a name.
They'll be like, "Oh, by the way, I'd prefer it if you use this." Be like, "Great, perfect."
It's a name. It's a name that you can't pronounce.
Yep.
It's guess what? Ask how.
Yep.
And we refer to people by whatever name they prefer to be referred by. Why wouldn't we refer to them by any pronoun that they prefer to refer by?
Yeah,
it's the exact same as a name. There's no sense not supporting it, and yeah, just wanted to include that. Sorry, Eric, I cut you off. I do apologize.
That's okay. So focusing on the games themselves, what is your deepest hope for this acquisition? Like, what game do you want to get out of this that maybe we wouldn't have gotten otherwise? Jake.
Anything in the StarCraft universe, and also anything in the Warcraft universe that is not World of Warcraft or its expansions.
Agreed. David.
I mean, I would love some more StarCraft. I would love something in Warcraft that isn't World of Warcraft. I feel like there's so much in that universe that can be expanded upon and explored. Like where's my like action adventure Warcraft or like I don't know. There's so much potential to Warcraft. It's such a huge universe with deep lore. I love it. But what I really want a Call of Duty that hasn't been shot out. I want a Call of Duty that doesn't exist because someone took laxatives to shit it out before it was ready. That's what I want. I want a Call of Duty that took time to develop. I still remember Call of Duty
Also,
Modern
put wall running back in the game, you cowards. Cowards.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, the single player was insane. It was like there was a twist and it was great and every mission was intense and good, and then the multiplayer completely changed FPS multiplayer because they took time to make it. And they stopped. They've just kept reiterating on the old. I would love a Call of Duty that takes its time.
Yeah, I don't care, Parker. They had it for 2 games and it was wonderful. Bring it back.
I played Call of Duty 1 and 2 competitively. I miss that. I miss games that took time.
So one of the things I wanted to mention, I was going to talk about it before. Jake, while I was watching the first 2 episodes of Arcane, I haven't gotten through all of it yet, because I'm watching it with a friend. But it's funny you were talking about that, about you wanting Blizzard to become Riot. Is the art style and the way that Arcane was done, I'm like, there's no reason in my mind why there shouldn't be a Blizzard series like this for World of Warcraft. It's ridiculous that there isn't. Because they have the talent, and it just doesn't exist.
And they've got the Blizzard Cinematics team. Oh my god!
I know how they haven't like taken over Hollywood at this point. Just blows my mind.
I still remember the snow.
You don't think so, Jake?
I still remember the snow crunching under dwarven feet
Bobby
in that
takes
WoW.
home $100 million a year,
and he's not going to anymore.
Nope.
He's dead.
Well, he's not dead, but
he will be.
They're going to shoot him out of a cannon.
Man, I bet you Phil doesn't even make that.
No, probably.
No.
He probably makes somewhere around like 10.
He probably makes a shit ton, but nobody needs to make $100 million a year. No one.
No.
That's another problem with the fucking pandemic. Billionaires doubling their fucking wealth. God. Ugh.
Instead of a select few people making like $100 to $200 million a year, what if everybody on Earth made $200,000 a year? Yeah.
Be a fuck ton better.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But it's okay. Capitalism is the only way forward. Communism is evil.
Spencer makes?
How much?
You guys are gonna vomit.
20 million.
$1.4 million a year.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that.
Awesome.
Man.
What?
I love him,
dude.
I love him.
Okay, that just made this whole acquisition the biggest dunk on Bobby Kotick I've ever seen. He's like, yeah, you report to me now, Bobby. I make 1/100th of your salary. And now I am your boss.
Oh, man.
Yeah, can we just honestly, Sargareth, no, I'm with you. Can we organize like a props to Phil Spencer? Like,
no.
I
not with money.
not with money, but like
no.
Like that
the best
man,
thing you can
that
do,
man
Sargareth,
deserves some
Send him
support.
cupcakes.
the best thing you can do, Sargareth, is subscribe
up to
to
Game
PC
Pass.
Game Pass.
Yeah, totally.
I want that man to know how much we appreciate him.
Oh, he absolutely does.
I really does. I hope he does.
Yeah, he absolutely does.
Yeah.
It
So this is a good day for gaming. I think it's going to be a huge win
Yep.
for gamers, and especially for PC gamers. It's so easy to, even if you don't currently have Game Pass, it's so easy to sign up for it. And once all of Activision Blizzard's library is on Game Pass, it's going to be this. It's going to increase in value massively.
Yeah.
I
Also, by the way, friends of the chat, do you game on Windows?
yes. I
Guess
do.
what?
Yes.
The app you need to play Game Pass games is already installed on your machine.
It is.
Oh, that's funny.
I want like a trending hashtag or something of
Yeah,
like
sorry
we
about
love
that, Magpie.
hashtag we love Phil Spencer or something, you know, like I just or hashtag
Don't do it right now when he just
no but
threw
like
his weight around.
no but there needs to be like a hashtag thank you Phil Spencer,
Oh, for sure.
like just thank you because
Did I ever tell you I met Phil Spencer once?
wait really
Oh.
you never
Yeah.
told me that.
Like 30 seconds, but I did.
That's enough.
This is PAX East 2015. PAX East 2015.
Was that the one where we were there for Star Citizen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just walking outside to my car, and I had to stop for a second because I saw somebody I recognize, but it wasn't like a person I knew. It was Phil Spencer and Major Nelson standing there talking to somebody.
Awesome.
Turns out that somebody was the CEO of Scuff.
Nobody.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Nobody. He sold his company to Corsair to the tune of like $75 million.
Nobody.
It's very successful. But I was like, man, I was like, their conversation was like in like a lull. They were just kind of like hanging out. So I took the opportunity. I was like, hey, I know I'm interrupting whatever you guys are doing, but y'all like completely changed my life. You have brought so much joy to me and the world. So thank you for that.
I have only had
And like what was cool was they were like, oh, thanks, man. And then he's like, what you playing right now? And we talked about video games for a little bit, for like a minute or two. Now I was like, I'm playing Forza. Forza's real good.
I have never. None of us here are what we would call famous or wealthy.
I mean, I think Jake's getting there.
Jake's getting there. But
I'm an F-list celebrity.
yes, but there was one.
There's
period,
a very specific like
but you haven't had it yet.
Group of 50,000 people on Earth who know who I am.
But you're gonna get it very soon at the next CitizenCon. You're going to see it. But there was one
gonna be wild.
CitizenCon. It's going to be nuts.
wild.
There was one CitizenCon in Manchester where I was actually like D-level celebrity there, of like people kept coming up to me and like wanting to shake my hand, being like, thank you for all that you guys do. I love the transcripts. I love like reading your crap and listening to your crap and like, but kept happening. And it was like, I don't think I would ever get sick of that. It would I know, Sargareth, like, but it meant so much to me, and it still does. It was like for a brief period of my life, I was doing something that really mattered and mattered enough to people that they came out and thanked me for it. And it's like, I feel like Jake, what you're saying, like what you went and said to Phil Spencer, like I very much hope that he too like took it in that way of like, yeah, thank you. And it, because it means a lot. It really does. It's
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. It's
and I forgot the best part. So I told him I was playing Forza, and then I told him I was playing something else, but I was like, like I'm not playing on Xbox, I'm playing on PC. And Phil Spencer was like, "Hey man, you're playing on Windows, right?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I am." He's like, "It's all the same to me, man." And this was in 2015, before like the business shift of Xbox, right? This was at the start of the Xbox One
I shiver.
life, and it was just like that always stuck out in my mind. I was like, he's got plans for PC. He wouldn't just say that to me.
No.
And that,
No,
Turns
that
out
was-
he
that was
absolutely
specific.
did, and now
What-
every single first-party Microsoft game comes out on PC. Dude.
You know what's so interesting about that though is that is not, in my mind at least, the call that someone someone that isn't invested in video gaming would not make that call.
No.
Would not make the call to switch to PC, because PC is, it's a little harder to get a handle on how things work on it and how
yeah.
It's harder to
successful it
develop
can
for.
be. It's hard.
It's a lot harder to develop for him.
But if you understand gaming to a certain level, you understand that PC is.
Sorry. Let me clarify, because
Sorry.
I feel Shiver vibrating in the chat. I know he's gonna say something snarky. PC is harder to optimize for,
Hi, Shiver.
specifically.
Yeah, pretty much
Because-
everything's developed on PC, but optimization, yeah.
Because you have to
Account for everything.
account for a bazillion hardware configurations. If you make a console exclusive game, you are configuring it for at most 5.
Anyway,
If you're an exclusive game, like a first party game, at most 2.
yeah. I'm
Yep.
I'm very
So,
very
yeah.
happy. I'm really really happy with today. Like, I've been having a really
day.
shitty couple of days.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's been
You guys got pummeled.
we got walloped with basically a foot and a half of snow yesterday.
Nice.
I've been seeing some things on the social medias. It looks
We're
like
getting
you
a
guys
freeze
got
this week.
pummeled.
We got
Ooh.
I think we got 16 to 17 inches.
Did you stock up on batteries there, Jake?
Apparently, according to my landlord, during the freeze last year, they didn't lose any utilities.
Oh, that's good.
I think we're on the same grid as the fire station.
Oh, nice.
They get prioritized. I'm glad I appeased Shiver with my correction,
Yeah.
and he has ignored it.
It was a real interesting thing about it being a real snowstorm. There was a lot of snow, but it didn't feel like a real snowstorm because I was able to stay in bed most of the day and deal with Link and deal with some work. And I went out around.
You don't have to go
lunch.
anywhere.
I didn't have to go any. The snowstorms are only a problem if you have to leave the house. If you and most of the city are working from home because there's a fucking pandemic, snowstorms are easy.
Doesn't matter as much.
It was great. I didn't have to
Except your
leave.
Except your skip to the dishes orders are hard to get.
Oh, that's why I cook for myself. It's cheaper
There you go.
and better tasting. I'm teaching Mac to cook
Awesome.
Today
awesome.
we did fresh baked bread and beef stroganoff.
Ooh.
Thursday we're doing handmade chicken nuggets.
Ooh.
Then we got some
That
chicken
sounds fun.
parm, and some spaghetti carbonara on the weekend. We're planning out meals so that we can.
So
Yeah. I okay. We have reached.
this is my. So I have one more question.
Okay.
One more question.
One more question.
How long does this stand as the largest media acquisition?
3 days.
Okay, who's buying who?
Sony's buying Nintendo.
Okay, got it.
No.
Jake, what do you think? How long does it last?
5 years.
I think that's about right.
I don't know what would happen between now and then, but
This is a significant acquisition.
it's the most
CIG
significant.
CIG becomes such an enormous company that they buy Microsoft. That's
No.
the thing.
Well, what
That's the move.
what
That's the move.
No.
what my other actually here? Let me quote from my other chat because there are some
Not
funny
gonna happen.
I have some funny friends. Smartphone rings in dark Manchester
You have
office.
some dumb friends. Clearly,
Some,
we've
but also
established this.
some funny ones. Smartphone rings in dark Manchester office. Roberts inclines his head slightly. Odd. This call isn't on the roadmap. He checks the caller ID. P. Spencer. Yes, Roberts answers. But what if you had 5 billion? The call drops. Hang up. Roberts goes back to his meditations in preparation for the server meshing stand-up he'll be leading in 6 minutes. I thought it was funny.
I love it, and I actually think that Roberts would probably take $5 billion.
He would take $5 billion.
I would be okay with him taking $5 billion.
I think he'd be all right with that.
$5 billion would ensure the continuing development of Cloud Imperium games for the next
20
25
years?
Yeah, with as many employees as they want.
including scaling up.
Like I said, I do have some funny friends. It's not all the friend that's a
Close.
Yeah. Okay.
You should ask him next time.
100.
Let me
Okay.
see him. Would you sell for $5 billion?
So we spent what? What do the financials say? Like $75 million last year. Let's call it 100 million. 100 million times 12. No. 100 million into 5 billion is 50 years.
Yep.
double it. 200 million a year. You get 25 years.
There you go.
All it takes
Yeah.
is Squadron 42
God.
Day 1 Game Pass.
All right.
Anyway,
We're at the end of the show.
David, lead us out of here.
But I want to close with this. And we're going to be talking about this next week. There's a man on Twitter. He is a screenwriter.
Oh shit. Don't bring this up. I'm
And an
so
author.
I'm
He
I'm
worked on
the best
Star Wars Rogue
movie.
One,
The best Star Wars movie.
The Book of Eli,
Haven't seen it.
Star Wars Rebels. You should watch The Book of Eli. It's a good movie. The Walking Dead, and he is also the former editor-in-chief of PC Gamer. His name is Gary Whitta.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
I don't know if he
tweeted-
deleted it.
Nope.
Or it's still there? Cool. I couldn't find it
There's
earlier.
the camera.
Awesome.
He tweeted, can you see this?
No.
If you
clarify.
thought Xbox Activision was the biggest gaming news story of the day/week, just you wait.
What?
I have a
does he
theory.
mean?
I have my theory.
Gary, what's in the box?
Is AMD buying Intel or what? Like what are we talking here?
No, I think we're okay. My theory for what we're gonna get is we're actually gonna get Sony's full
No,
Game
'cause
Pass
it's not
plans.
It's not bigger news. That is like a
That's not
drop
bigger
in the
news.
pond.
That's
I
not
mean,
bigger news. That's big
pretty-
news.
that's
That's
not even close
that's
to being
pretty
That's not
big.
bigger news.
I-
That's not bigger news.
nothing.
Not even
can-
close.
Nothing is bigger than this. It's
No.
literally
Well, I mean,
impossible.
Like SpaceX buying NASA would be bigger news. But
I
like,
wish they would.
no, you don't wish they would.
No, I don't. I'm pissed off
Yeah,
at Elon.
and he specifically said gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did specifically say gaming. I want to point out something that we missed.
EA
during the
and
break.
Ubisoft merge.
This is, that would do it.
Yeah.
Microsoft buy EA and Ubisoft.
I have a gaming related thing that we missed over the break that we don't necessarily have to spend any time on it, but I just wanted to mention in case anybody missed it. Amazon Studios' Fallout TV series is having its pilot episode directed by Jonathan Nolan.
What?
Wow.
Amazon Fallout series?
Yes, Amazon's making a Fallout TV series,
So
and the pilot is being done by Jonathan Nolan.
Hold up
of
here. That
Westworld
means that
fame.
that
Who is
means
the
that
co-creator of Westworld.
that means
Yes.
that Microsoft is working with Amazon
Yes,
ancillarily in video
Yes.
gaming.
yes.
Insularly is not a word. It would
Well, it is
be
now.
in,
Yeah, it
in
is.
an ancillary way.
Oh God, now he's gonna Google it. How about we wrap this up? David?
Ancillary is a word.
Ancillarily, meaning of lower or secondary class or rank, providing additional help or support. Ancillarily.
Are you sure you're not just reading ancillary?
I'm not sure. I have to pee so bad.
Okay, goodbye everybody. What a great show. We love you very much.
Hey,
Come back
Shiver,
on Saturday.
my book is good. Read it someday.
Hey, Star Citizen, we got monthly reports this week, but that's it. Sorry. We'll be back next week with content.
Good to know.
Hey, all of you. If you play Star Citizen, do me a favor. We didn't get a lot of concurrency for Xenothreat on the PTU. Do us a favor. Download PTU. Play some Xenothreat.
Do me a favor. Follow Table of Horrors. And also, follow... Look, there are two people that Relay likes most. They are Table of Horrors and Jake Acapella. Follow both of those. We love them both.
That'd be nice.
They're the only people we love. Well, no, that's not true. We also love other people, but Table of Horrors and Jake Acapella. Follow them. Watch them when they go live because they are better than us.
We also love Phil Spencer.
We do love Phil
We do.
Spencer. We are a half hour
Right.
over, guys.
With
Well,
Shiver's
I'm aware.
comment, good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Love you.